this was a big week, and I think we're very likely to realize something in Bitcoin very soon, which is an upside crash is more likely in this with this going on than any kind of a downside move. And I think it will make all of this look ridiculous. So on my wave count, we are in a third wave right now. I expect something breathtaking to happen this year on squeezes, on the upside. I think there's a lot of people that are going to get caught in this. It'll propel this to where I predicted at the beginning of the year, and we'll keep saying this will be the second biggest asset in the world by the end of the year. It continues to move higher. It started the year behind silver. We're now up to number 5 as of 109,000. We will, because I still believe we will more than double this year. We're up about 20% so far this year. That'll put us above that level. It's still coming soon. This is not a euphoric move at this point. This is being led by an asset that's being accumulated by corporations, countries, endowments, pension funds around the globe. There's more and more countries, and at some point I'm sure we will get some kind of announcement from a government around the world who's either bought it or is saying they're going to buy it that matters. And at that point, I think you're going to have wild speculation start, and people really be scared of missing out. I've said all year that the Mag 7 being around flat for the year, which is where I expect it overall for the year, on multiple compression, not on earnings coming down, but on multiple compression because they are a long duration asset, and where Bitcoin's going higher, and the benefit it has is it has no valuation. So again, I'll keep saying it. Everyone who said, I don't know how to value it, how do you value private equity? How do you value VC? How do you value real estate? This has always been bullshit to me. Every asset is difficult to value. How do you value a company in the S&P 500? You're taking a discounted cash flow of the future. It has nothing to do with today. And in a linear world where competition does not happen fast, that makes sense. It does not make sense in a world where competition is going at the pace that Stripe is showing you. Readjust your mindset. Ticking time bomb, $40 trillion big Fed print. We are going to, as I said, get something. If we get capital controls, Bitcoin's outside the system, it goes straight up. If we get QE, because we have to do it at some point, whether it's allowing the banks to do it or us to do it to keep 10-year rates in, you want to buy more. If Asia's repatriating their dollars, they need to put that money to work. They're continually looking for different assets. Bitcoin's outside of the system. It's outside of the dollar. It's outside of the yen. It's outside of everything. You don't want to own fiat currencies. They're all weakening, and this is related to gold, and Bitcoin outperforms gold. So let's just keep going through the whole thing. And remember, Arthur Hayes predicts Bitcoin could soar to 1 million by 2028, not from ETFs, but capital controls. This is not about anything more than what people are ignoring. We're at a different stage of the fiat system. This is the end of it. This is a new system that is being created on the back of technology in the digital economy. That is a reality. Cup and handle technical formations say positive for this. Bitcoin option traders eye 300,000 with record high in sight. I believe there will be a short squeeze, and part of it will be the massive covering of call options that there are massive sellers in that I've shown on this exchange, Deribit, which was just purchased by Coinbase. I've been told these are people that are selling to enhance yield. They are also companies that are selling for future production. All kinds of reasons that people are collecting money on businesses because there's no income related to Bitcoin. That will eventually lead to problems. I'm a derivative person. I've seen it before, and it reminds me of the nickel squeeze that happened in 2022 for commodity producers. You try to increase the amount of cash flow or yields, and eventually it comes to bite you. The Genius Act. Okay, so stablecoins. Again, I talked about it. Eventually, the Democrats would have to cave. Major U.S. banks jointly launching stablecoins. Stablecoins are the network effect for the ecosystem, and that money ends up in Bitcoin, or at least a portion of it eventually. This week, Diamond announced that JP Morgan Chase would allow its clients to buy Bitcoin. Again, here's the reality. Michael Saylor says it. You don't find Bitcoin, Bitcoin finds you. Eventually, when you need to do this, as Jamie Dimon did, he needed to say this. And why did he need to say it? Because every other bank's getting involved in it. So at some point, if you're that person who's Jamie Dimon that says, I don't want to be involved in it, and you manage money for someone else and an asset that's going up 100% the last 2 years and is on pace right now for 50% this year, how do you avoid it other than just being the thing of stupid, or just being inflexible, or living in a past system where it's going past you? Everything in there. If you're the person that had trouble transitioning away to streaming on your TV and you still have a cable wire so that your TV doesn't look as good as having Wi-Fi, sorry, you're going to be the one who misses it. This is going higher. This is part of it. And the reason it's going higher is because the current system's breaking down, and this is the new system. The guardrails are being put up. Circle launches stablecoin-powered cross-border payments network. JD Vance is speaking this week at Bitcoin. Whenever Trump, JD Vance speak at a Bitcoin event, I would say at this point it's must-watch TV. They are telling you all the time that they believe that we need to be the digital asset leader in the world. So if they're going to speak at events, there's always a chance that they could say something that's positive for the event. I can't imagine it's negative other than a sell the news type scenario, but that's going on this week. All right, guys, that's it for me. Have a great weekend. I'll check in with you next week.